I caught my daughter stealing, but when I saw what she'd taken, I packed our bags and left last month. I found my 13-year-old daughter hunched over her backpack at midnight, shoving something inside. When I flipped on the light, she jumped like she'd been shocked. Mom, I was just organizing my stuff for tomorrow. But the guilt on her face told me everything. I'd caught her in a lie before about homework, about who she was, texting typical teenage stuff. But something felt different this time. What's in the bag, Emma? I asked, trying to keep my voice steady. Inside were 3 bottles of my prescription painkillers, nearly $200 in cash from my emergency fund, and my wedding ring. My heart stopped. My daughter was stealing from me. Not small things, but items that would devastate me to lose. The ring my husband had placed on my finger 12 years ago, medicine I needed for my chronic pain, money we couldn't afford to lose. Why was all I could manage to ask. Her eyes filled with tears. Dad said you are keeping his money from him, he said. If I could get him these things, he could finally take me to live with him like he promised. My husband and I had been separated for 8 months. He'd moved across town, seen Emma twice, and hadn't paid a dime in child support. He'd been texting Emma constantly, but I'd assumed it was just him trying to maintain their relationship. I was wrong. When I checked her phone, I found hundreds of messages. He'd been manipulating her for weeks, telling her I was hiding his money, that I was keeping them apart on purpose, that if she helped him get what was rightfully his, they could finally be together. He'd instructed her exactly what to take, and when promising her the family life I knew he had no intention of providing, I didn't sleep that night. Instead, I made calls to my sister, who lived 3 states away, to my lawyer, to Emma's school, to request her records by morning. I'd packed her essential belongings. I woke Emma up early. We're going on a trip, I told her, and I need to show you something first. I showed her the bank statements proving I'd been the only one supporting us, the court orders he'd ignored, the lease for his new apartment, a studio with no space for a child. He lied to me, she whispered, the betrayal finally sinking in. Yes, I said, but I never will. We left that day. My daughter didn't steal from me. Her father stole her trust, her security, her innocence, and I won't let him steal anything else.